Yeah, I think that's what we were planning on doing.
Okay. That should be fun. I'm telling you, it was around this time of year last year that they started really pulling it together.
Oh, the Packers, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you? I need a drink. Whatever.
Surprise me. Surprise me. I don't care. Something with no sugar and no caffeine. Yeah.
Colton's been duck hunting well, not all day, but he went duck hunting this morning.
Did he shoot anything?
Why did we choose Safeway? We're always working.
He didn't. His buddy did. His buddy shot a beautiful wood duck.
Really?
Yeah, a really rare one. Where's he going, Goober? He's at Macy's. So what you guys' plans tomorrow?
Hanging out. We've got lunch, Thanksgiving lunch at 1. Just chilling.
Just chilling, yeah. Boise dropped to BC today.
In basketball?
Yeah. No, now, not football.
Until now they always say congratulations.
Don't they only have like the Mountain West game left? That's the duck that Landon got today.
That's pretty.
It is really pretty.
Yeah, and I'm dropping out the Bentley, yeah, and I know it sounds dramatic, yeah, and I know I had to have it, yeah, and in money I'm a savage, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like they yeah. Hello? What? typing stuff in, and there might be a hotkey to make it go live.
That might be.
That's probably what it was.
That's funny. Are we live on YouTube?
We are live on YouTube.
It's time for Mountain Crest High School Sports, a presentation of 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, DD Auto and Salvage, Adams Wealth Advisors, Mountain Crest Booster Club, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Now, it's time for the Mountain Crest Mustangs on 107.7 KLZX.
Hello and welcome in, everybody, here to Hiram, Utah. It is time for us to have some more basketball action here at the start of what should be a really fun season for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. They come off licking their wounds off of a loss to Clearfield a week ago. They are now set to take on the Ogden Tigers, sitting at 2-0 on the season. I am Cody Olson, joined here with Coach Olson in the booth. We appreciate all of you, especially those that got to be a part of my private concert, I guess, at the beginning of the broadcast. This is how you know we're really good people.
Yeah.
That's all that we were doing.
Yep, singing and talking about what we were going to do for the holiday.
Yes.
And then talking football and basketball.
What charities I'm going to, give to around this holiday season.
Yes.
So we're excited. Not only that we were able to make it through the pregame.
Yes.
With a private concert.
Yes.
For all of you to enjoy, but also for you to be here and enjoy some Mountain Crest basketball. We're excited to be able to show you a little bit about what we've seen last week, what you can expect going into this week. The Ogden Tigers roll into town, a 3A team that is going to test the Mountain Crest Mustangs. They're 2-0 on the season, and they're excited to get a win as well. They're going to run deep into the bench. This is the third year for Coach Trent Porter. He's gone 30-20 on the season overall. And it's going to be a test for the Mustangs, really to right the ship after a game where they felt like they beat themselves against Clearfield.
Yeah, they really did. And we got the opportunity to talk to Coach Smith before the game. And that was really what he emphasized, was the fact that, the mistakes they made and, the big thing, too, that you and I talked about and Coach talked about as well is giving Clearfield way too many second chances. And really, the whole team needs to rebound. He talked about that as well.
Yeah, he did talk about that a lot. And you know what? I don't want to pat my own back, but a lot of the stuff that Coach Smith talked about in the pregame show, that when we talked with him, was a lot of my analyst stuff that I sent last week. I said that this is a Mountain Crest team that really did beat themselves, and everything that you're seeing in that Clearfield game is fixable.
Right.
It's something that the Mustangs really can go out and improve upon, one of which being rebounding was a huge focus for Coach Smith. He says that his guards need to get in there, they need to get dirty, they need to get these rebounds. And he also said, doing the math from last week in that game against Clearfield, something along the lines of 35-plus extra possessions given to the Falcons due to rebounding, offensive rebound, or second chance points.
Yeah, yep, exactly. And those, again, all those things you can clean up and fix. Now, another thing, too, that Coach talked about, which I think is key, is that, he does not have any starters coming back from last year. And, last year, he had a lot of experience coming up. He had several kids who had played multiple years, one who'd been 4 years starter at the varsity position, and several with 2 and 3 years. Everybody else on the floor tonight, there's 3 of them with some experience at this level, but not very many. And again, it takes time to adjust to that speed, because the varsity speed is so much different than the JV speed. Same as what we talk about in football. It applies to basketball. The speed is different.
Yeah, absolutely. The speed is very different. Let's take a look at this Ogden team as we get ready for this matchup. They have 2 wins under their belt, one against the Juab Wasps. That was a 8-point victory for them back on the 19th of November. They've had one other game, and that was against Providence Hall, the Patriots, down in Salt Lake County, a 3-point victory for the Tigers in that one. They start off 2-0 on the season. Last year, this was a team that went to the quarterfinals, lost their third-place game in state. This is a team that's really bringing back a lot of hunger and drive for what they want to do and be better. A lot of missing players from last year, very similar to what Mountain Crest is going to be doing this week, this year as well. Ogden, again, coached by Trent Porter. This is his third year. He went 30, and he's gone 30-20 overall in Ogden. Last year went 20-7, a pretty good team, but missing a lot of seniors going into this year. So for the Mountain Crest Mustangs, we talked a little bit about it last week. This is a brand new unit for them as well. They're missing starters, and Coach Smith talked a little bit about how this is a team also that it needs to get really used to playing on a bigger stage. These are JV sophomore kids from last year that coach is having to bring up, and really Clearfield was the first game they had, shooting and playing a game in front of, a varsity crowd. So that's going to be something that they're going to have to get used to as well.
Yeah, they're going to have to come out and start playing. He talked a lot about jitters, the fact that a lot of them had jitters, and we saw that with a lot of the kids like Trey Cooper, who we know can shoot a lot better than he did in that game. And again, that goes right down to, oh my gosh, I'm starting varsity now, and so you've got to get over that. But
I remember, playing basketball for Mountain Crest back in the day, and it was something else. It was different to go from, I'm playing JV now, and now, I'm playing varsity with Coach Buckmiller. I gotta focus up here. It was a different animal. It takes a little bit of a time to adjust. I think Mountain Crest is going to make that adjustment, especially tonight against an Ogden team. Middle of the road, 3A. This might be a better opportunity for Mountain Crest to right the ship and play against a lower classification opponent, no less. Desirous for a win.
Right.
But on paper, Mountain Crest really should be able to get the win tonight. We'll see what they can do in their adjustments from last week. We'll take a break, continue on with the pregame show here on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Give you a few tips and tricks from our sponsors, and give you what the jerseys look like tonight. Brought to you by the Logo Shop. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Hiram, Utah, as we get ready for another matchup on the hardwood between the Mountain Crest Mustangs and the Ogden Tigers. It is now time for us to go into our pregame show. Continue on talking a little bit about these teams, what we saw from last week, brought to you in part by Planet Fitness. Get energy without the punishment. Join the judgment-free zone for just $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all. A key player for the Ogden Tigers tonight. Coach, you're going to want to keep an eye out for Jackson Ma, averaging 19 points per game going into this season. He scored 19 on average in the last two games between Providence as well as their game against Juab. So that's going to be somebody that we're going to have to keep an eye on for the Tigers tonight. He's shifty, he can score, and he has a way of getting to the bucket. Who on the Mustangs tonight do you want to see really step up and improve upon their last week's performance, and who do we need to step up in order to get the win tonight?
So, well, I think everybody needs to step up a little bit. I do want to see, Trey and Mason out there on the perimeter hitting threes, which we know they can do. Getting relaxed, hitting those threes, and then underneath the board, D'Amico has really got to hit those boards hard. We saw him play really well last week. He got the player of the week from us, and that was a big difference both offensively and defensively when he was out there working underneath the basket.
Yeah, he was a big one. D'Amico is going to be one of the few on this Mountain Crest team, really, that are going to be a big presence underneath. Coach talked about how you got length and you got athleticism, but they're lacking a little bit of the big beefy mentality inside. D'Amico's kind of the only one to do that so far from what we've seen. And he's going to be a key player in this moving forward throughout the entirety of the season. A little bit of an update for other sports around the Valley right now. Is there other games tonight, Coach, for us?
I don't believe there is any other games tonight. I will double check that, but I'm pretty sure there is not.
Well, we talked a little bit about the Aggies last week. They got the win against Iowa. They'll be taking on the St. Bonaventure, the Bonnies, later on in the week. We got a whole bunch of fantastic sports for you on Thanksgiving for NFL football, and the Aggies end up getting 6 votes in the AP Top 25. So there goes the Aggies with their third coach in 3 years. Again, going to the NC, or rather getting some serious votes, doing something fantastic there. So maybe we are so blessed to have a good basketball program for the university. So
it is, and especially after, not to rag too much, that football season, which did end on kind of on a high note.
They have another game.
Oh, that's right. They do have one
against Colorado State. It is Sheep Week, so says everybody on campus, and that would be a good way to end the season as well. Hearsay around town is that Utah State has narrowed down the finalists for the head coaching position for next year. Head coach Nate Dreiling might be on that finalist list. Other rumored names, and I'm going to be a rumor mill right now on the radio. I've heard such things as Bronco Mendenhall coming back up from New Mexico after taking that job.
Really?
And I've also heard Urban Meyer wants to end his career on a good note at the collegiate level. Yep, that's true.
No, that is
true.
That's not true.
Call in and send in a text. It is where I am here, where I am seeing smoke. There has to be fire.
No,
we'll see if that happens.
Oh my gosh,
that would be too good. Another leading candidate, defensive coordinator Jay Hill.
Yes,
for the fantastic.
Realistic.
Are you telling me Urban Meyer doesn't want to come to Logan?
Not realistic. No,
bro.
No.
You might not want him, but he's coming.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe Smith can come do his defense for him up here then.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'll spread rumors. Yeah, that's me.
That's quite the rumor, I have to say.
All right, our boys have lined up here on the south side of the court, rather the north side of the court, actually, as we get ready for the start of this basketball game. We'll step aside for our national anthem, come back to you for tip-off and the starting lineups, brought to you by DD Auto and Salvage, Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available. Call 787-1204. No job is too big. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scaveland Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castalite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castalite.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Searching cup. Welcome back into Hiram, Utah, as we get ready for the starting lineups. Starting here with the Mountain Crest Mustangs. It's the same lineup that we saw from last week. Trey Cooper getting the start tonight for the Mustangs, followed with number 10, Mason Smith. He'll run the point guard position. Shooting guard, Parker Andrus, number 11.
Number 11, Parker Andrus.
Number 23, Nico Dimitrikov.
A senior.
And then number 24, Martinson. So that is the starting lineup there for the Mountain Crest Mustang.
Martinson. The Mustangs are coached by Chandler
It's quite the light show they've got.
It is quite the light show. It's exciting to see what they've got going on here.
Yeah.
They've spared no expense to go ahead and show kind of what this gymnasium can do. Martinson, the final one, starting off of, getting the nod off of the starting bench here for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. For the Ogden Tigers, it is number 1, Conrad Moore, number 10, Briggs Galbraith, number 11, Rafe Croughton, number 25, Jackson Ma, and number 31, Robert Strickland. It will be Dimitrikov and Ma that will tip off in the half circle here in Hiram. The ball goes into the half circle, both boys ready to pounce, ball up in the air and easily won by the Mustangs, tipped back to Andrus, who starts off the offensive possession. The Mustangs quickly fouled on the right elbow on the inlet pass to Dimitrikov, and that's something that we wanted to see more often, that inlet pass feeding Dimitrikov early. He performed very, very well against Clearfield last week.
Yes, he did, and he is really a big presence underneath there.
All right, set to inbound from the far side of the basket is the point guard, Mason Smith. He'll slap the ball. Boys go in all sorts of different directions. Got a man open in the corner, closed out on, and another feed inside to Dimitrikov. Pumps left, comes back with the right hand, hangs on the rim, no good. Put back, no good by Martinson. Almost could have got called for the foul as the Ogden Tigers rip down the rebound and come across the timeline from right to left. Croughton up to the top, long three, and that is good by Galbraith.
Three-point basket by Ogden.
There we go, the Tigers start first with a big three-point bucket at the top of the key. Mustangs find themselves down early in the beginning portion of this basketball game. Smith again feeding inside to Dimitrikov. Good passing around. Now over to the left side, long three from Trey, and he answers. With a three of his own.
I love the ball movement there.
Dribble drive, penetrate, ball tipped out and away. Martinson gets the steal inside the key, hustles in front of the media table, crosses back left, and then kicks back out. Ball up for grabs, and it was deflected by Croughton. Goes back to the Mustangs. Jab step to the top of the arc. Feed to Dimitrikov. Great find on the assist from Andrus to Dimitrikov.
Good high percentage shot there. I love him going to the basket.
5-3 in favor of the Mustangs in the first 90 seconds of this ball game. At the top of the arc, Croughton finds his man Moore to his left. Now we get to see the half-court offense of the Tigers as they poke and prod from beyond the perimeter. Out on the far side in front of the cheerleaders. Now to the top of the key. Around the free throw line is a jumper by Jackson Ma. Bottom of the net, and we're back tied at 5. Martinson and Smith play hot potato across the timeline. 2-3 zone shown by the Tigers. Another deflection. Smith tries to get it back, can't do so. Ma streaking down the lane, and he'll get the layup for the easy deuce.
Ma again with the basket.
Pressure shown by the Tigers now, quickly fading off. Trying to get Smith to make a bad pass. He finds Cooper on the left side, and now Mountain Crest will settle back in offensively. Cooper thought about the three from the last spot that he had made it before. Bounce pass to Martinson. He wants some more, and that is good from the right side wing. Downtown, Martinson hits. Ogden tossing to the far side. Martinson gets the deflection, and it goes into the Mountain Crest student section. Stays with the Tigers.
Tigers had a chance there. Mountain Crest struggled to get back there on D, but
the Mountain Crest student section screaming in the ear of Strickland as he inbounds. Doesn't phase the Tigers as they work their way around. Ball gets thrown out of bounds by Strickland, looking for a man on the near side in front of the Mountain Crest bench. That will be the first turnover for Ogden.
In for Ogden High School, number 21.
Again, Ogden showing that pressure.
For Robert Strickland.
Soft pressure as Mountain Crest dribbles out of it. Martinson will go back to Smith near the half circle. 2-3 zone again shown. Martinson again for three. Yes! Wow. There we go. Martinson showboating to the Mountain Crest crowd. 11-7 in favor of the Mustangs. That's back-to-back. Threes made by Martinson. The ball goes out of bounds, looking for the inlet pass intended for Ryan Kirkland, who just substituted in for the Tigers. Another turnover against Ogden. Martinson, quick pass to Cooper. Again, soft man pressure, 90 feet in full court press, and they'll quickly slough off. Martinson, backdoor cut shown. Dimitrikov wasn't looking as it gives it back to Cooper near the top. Dimitrikov, side swiping, keeping his body away from the defender, shielding the ball. Andrus, hop step inside, and the reverse layup with the right hand is good.
Good move by Andrus down underneath.
Andrus, and it looks like these boys, you know, they started hot in the first quarter against Clearfield, but they look a little bit different in terms of confidence right now. Ma, kick out, baseline drive for Ogden. Back in is Strickland, and he is fouled going towards the bucket. Strike that, that's Kirkland. And he went up strong after getting the wraparound pass on the penetration baseline. And here he goes to the free throw line.
21 right on Kirkland line, shooting 2.
It was there was two of, I didn't catch which one. One of the Mountain Crest kids, they got a clean block. The other one hit the arm. But yeah.
Kirkland at the line for the first free throws of the game, trying to get some charity points. Up and good off of his right hand down into the bucket. 13-8 with 4:15 in the first quarter. Your leader for points for Mountain Crest is Tayton Martinson with back-to-back threes in transition. He's got 6. Ogden trying to get some more points on the board as well as Kirkland bricks the second one. Andrus skies up in the air to grab it, and the slender frame of Andrus will take it away for the defensive rebound. Smith again, hounded at the top by Moore. Will hand off to Martinson as boys will kind of flip-flop every which way. Now settling back into a man defense is the Tigers. Smith coming off the screen by Dimitrikov, driving, contact, floating, yes.
I love how they're going to the basket tonight. They're really driving it in.
Very, very strong to the basket is Smith as he gets his buckets on that attack. Martinson guarding Ma at the top. Dimitrikov now. Backdoor cut is open and scored upon. Dimitrikov Caught looking. Moore comes back from behind. Gets the assist from Ma, and he will score on the easy bucket. 15-10 with 3:23 remaining in the first. Deep breath for the Mustangs as they work the half-court offense. Dimitrikov at the top. Shows Andrus off. Sidestep three from Martinson will not go. Tipped around and grabbed by Cooper. Dimitrikov gets the inlet feed. Left hand scoop. And the push shot is good.
Pretty shot down underneath there.
Takes some contact. Push shot with the left hand is good. Dimitrikov gets on the board as well. Kick off of the foot of Martinson. It will stay with the Tigers. It looked as though perhaps Kirkland might have touched it as it went out of bounds, but our referees disagree. There's 3 of them on the court tonight, so that's fantastic.
Yes.
Well, normally when I was calling games in neighboring states, in Idaho and Wyoming, we only got 2, sometimes 1 for certain games.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, there was a referee shortage, absolutely. So we're glad that we have 3 referees. Pass almost goes in and out of the hands and is stolen away by Mountain Crest. Now a little bit of a wrestle. Goes back to Ogden at the top of the arc. Driving, kicking Moore to the near side corner. 3 bomb is off the front of the rim and pushed out of bounds by Cooper, and he pushes it with the left hand.
Yep, just got up there and tipped it.
Tayson Porter, and I can only assume that this might be the son of head coach Trent Porter out on the floor. That might be a bad. Yeah, Porter's a pretty common name. I don't know. Far side of the basket, inbound coming in. Quick feed. Dimitrikov is called for the foul. That was a fish out of water type of play.
Yeah, that was weird.
From Ryan Kirkland. Took a step, gather step, and then hopped and kind of threw his body off balance, makes the shot, and he gets the and one call.
And one, yeah.
Hey.
Whatever.
Brother, if it works, it works.
Yep.
Show it to me 3 times in a row and I'll shut my mouth. 3-point play is good by Kirkland. He leads the Tigers in scoring with 4. New into the ball game here for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Hounded in the back court is number 21. And we'll get him out on the court in just a second. Timeout taken by Mountain Crest. We'll get the name of this young lad that got in. We didn't see Easton Hendry, the junior, last week against Clearfield, but he was immediately pressured right there, and they called the quick timeout.
Then, you know, they've done a collapsing full court now. Originally, you know, that soft full court, it does quite a bit at high school level because you're not really trying to steal the ball, but you're making them slow down, and they get across the line, and it's eating up a lot of the shot clock. So. Yeah,
shot clock continues to run despite whether or not you're across the line or not. Yep. So good play by Ogden. They find themselves down by only 5. Mountain Crest is kind of dictating the play, but some good basketball moves, and the 3-point play by Ryan Kirkland gets them a little bit closer. 2:27 left in the first. Hendry will inbound in front of his own bench, find Smith on the bounce pass, and everybody will clear out in the one-on-one guarding from Moore on Smith. Effectively slows him down, but he's still able to work the offense. Andrus, ball goes to the opposite side of the court on the quick passing by the Mustangs. Smith now into the corner. Cooper wants to get it to Dimitrikov, covered well by Kirkland. 7 seconds on the shot clock. ISO ball. Andrus rises for 3, and he walks with it. And Coach Smith not happy with that shot selection at the end of that sequence.
It was dropping, but they still had a little bit to work with. Again, it's that whole making you work all the way down the court to eat up the clock.
Here comes Conrad Moore, bouncing it across to Strickland as Ogden, quick feed inside to Kirkland. Here he is again, decides to kick back out, and the Tigers will elect for a better shot from the outside. Porter, back to Strickland in the wing, far side, up and underneath, bounce past the right elbow. Kirkland walks with the basketball first, makes the motion that he dribbled. Unfortunately, there is no challenge on that type of stuff.
Nope.
So it will be a turnover on the Tigers with about 99 seconds remaining. Full court pressure by Ogden against Mountain Crest. This is a good way to test the Mustangs.
Oh, see,
and Smith steps out of bounds.
Yeah, it's that kind of stuff can happen when you're in that full court press.
You got a young roster. You want to challenge them, and right now Mountain Crest has had 2 straight possessions of this full court press that they haven't handled. very well. Here is Tayson Porter working his way to the right-hand side wing, finds his man Wilson. Gets hounded by Mountain Crest. That one's poked back out and away, but it will remain with the Mustangs after Wilson shoves it out of bounds into the student section. Hendry to Smith on the slow bounce pass into the backcourt. Mountain Crest will set up into their offensive positions, crossing over right and then left, working to the near side. Hendry at the top. And it's then the same type of play from the Mustangs. They'll, swing the ball to either side of the other, long inlet pass over the top from Smith to Dimitrikov, and he gets the bunny layup on a great feed.
Yep, that was a good move underneath.
And Ogden tries to do the exact same thing, wrapping around, trying to give it to the big on the far side block, and it's swatted away by Dimitrikov on the deflection out of bounds. Yep. 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Porter will inbound with a Tiger on either point of the key, making a box initially open on the streak inside. Porter looking back up to the top, working its way to the near side, and taking a deep breath is Briggs Galbraith, dribbling into the half circle. Looking for the inlet pass up at the top. Mountain Crest, good stellar defense. Andrus gives up a little bit of room. Porter and the Tigers now with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Wrapping around, making some room. Hendry, great defense by Andrus as he blocks the shot from Wilson. Other way, hop skip into the lane. Smith, up and under move, falling away, push shot. It will rattle out and away, and Hendry takes a tumble out onto the floor, got tripped up. It looked like his head kind of bounced a little bit.
I hope he's all right there. That
hopped up pretty quick.
Can be really.
Number 5, Braden Wilson. And in for the Mustangs, number 1, Noah Carden.
Noah Carden also had a few minutes in the game against Clearfield. He comes in favor of Smith to give him a breather in the final 20 seconds of the quarter. Ogden will cross the timeline from right to left. It is Porter running the point. Quick toss to the far side wing, wrapping around, and the bad pass cannot be tracked down by the Tigers. Intended for Ma, and it was just off of his fingertips and goes towards the media table. Now the Mustangs have about 9 seconds to get a shot off. Carden dribbling with the left hand. Gonna drive to the basket. He's got a lane and he misses the left hand layup. And Carden,
the lane, yeah.
He did. Move and everything, just nothing but the finish. I mean, everything but the finish, I mean. 1.5 seconds left. Ogden will inbound it and it will be hucked, falling away, and it will fall about 5 feet short of the bucket on the discus toss from Galbraith. We'll go into the second quarter. Mountain Crest leads 19-13. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on 107.7 KLZX and on CashValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Welcome back here into Hiram as a little bit of a battle here between the Tigers of Ogden and the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Mountain Crest leads by 6, 19-13 to start the second quarter. Coach, what did you see in that first quarter that was done well by the Mustangs?
They've done a good job once they get down onto their side of the court, moving it inside, hitting some good threes. Again, it's just one of those things. They're going to have to do a better job of breaking that full court press.
Well, here comes Ogden inbounding from the far sideline. Ma to Moore, and the quick baseball pass is swatted out of bounds by Carden. Another deflection. Mustangs have gotten their paws on quite a few passes from Ogden tonight. And here comes some trouble going way into the backcourt to get that one in. The toss from Ma back to Moore. Ogden will reset now with a full shot clock. Moore working his way through traffic on the near side wing, back up to the top for Galbraith. Hot potato passing, going off, opposite of the screen, kicking it back up to the top of the key. And Ma misses the push shot. And the rebound fought for and tipped out of bounds by Mountain Crest. So a little bit of contact right there. Andrus took one right to the schnoz.
Yeah, he did. He did. Shaking it off and getting ready to play.
All right, inbound by Moore. Ma calling for it, closed out on far side. As Ogden has had a hard time penetrating and going inside. Pugmire set to check in on the next dead ball for the Mustangs. Falling away is Ma over the top of Dimitrikov from about 4 feet outside the key, and that is good with the right hand. Dimitrikov, inside feed, gather step, hop, and his shot is blocked inside the key. Mountain Crest fouls Moore on the fast break opportunity, saved some points on the reach-in foul. Well, that was a good block by the interior defense of the Tigers.
It was, yeah.
Denying that shot from Dimitrikov.
He has a hook that he normally kind of does that's almost impossible to block, but able to get up there this time.
Conrad Moore facilitating for Ogden. Andrus smacks it away.
It smacked him on the... Oh!
And it's going to stay with Ogden. It looked like there was people moving around on the bench. Like, couldn't quite see that super well.
Yeah.
19-15 with under 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Inbound coming up from the near side by the Tigers. Ma calls for it, gets it, sees a lane. A little bit of a hop skip move. It's rejected by Pugmire, who just subbed into the basketball game. Smith now to Andrus at the top. Cooper drives the baseline. Floater is good. That is a beautiful shot.
That is.
By Trey Cooper, driving the baseline, holding the pose. Looked really picturesque. And we get an offensive foul against the Tigers. Looked as though it was
a travel.
Oh, it was a travel, excuse me.
Yeah, no,
travel at the top.
Travel by Ma, yeah, he drug his foot.
Andrus clears out Smith for the inbound. There's that soft pressure by the Tigers. Mountain Crest leads by 6, 21-15. Smith directs traffic, works to the right side of the court as the ball works around the horn from near side to far. Bad pass, and it is stolen, initially deflected and tipped, and gathered back in the backcourt by the Mustangs. Lucky to get away from that one. Cooper on the far side corner, up to the top for Martinson. Getting low in the shot clock. Andrus driving, falling away, off balance, no good, a whistle. And it will be Ma on the Tigers.
Parker Andrus at the line shooting 2.
That's his second foul. Got to be careful.
Yeah, when it's your lead scorer.
Yeah, especially. Got to protect him a little bit. There will be two shooting foul for Parker Andrus, who will go to the line. Takes a deep breath, throws it off the forehead, and buries it. Bright red shoes, take me home, Dorothy.
They are, yeah. I like them.
Just click them together, and we're going to be back in
Kansas.
Back in Kansas.
That's right.
Andrus buries the first free throw. He's got a second opportunity here, and a pretty decently full gymnasium tonight. It's been a good crowd.
Not bad for a holiday.
Not bad, not bad. Second shot from Andrus. That will rattle in and out. No good on the shot. Rebounded by Strickland and the Tigers. Here comes another inlet feed going up. A lot of contact, and if there ever was a whistle, I thought it was going to be that one. Strickland takes a shot, works through contact, makes it. No call, but the bucket nonetheless. Smith jogs his way into the near side corner, feeding inwards and deflected out and away by Strickland. They were trying to get it to Pugmire, sealing off his man. It's no good in terms of the hookup. Mountain Crest will get a second opportunity on the inbound near. High lob from beyond the arc. Step back, long two is good by Trey Cooper. Headband mania happening here. 24-17. Ogden works the near side, now resets, takes a breather. And we've seen Ogden really work that dribble handoff beyond, and this time it works to perfection.
Yeah, that's what they've been waiting for. That's twice they've really got that to work down there. And
Galbraith takes a screen at the high arc and then finds himself all alone as they suck the Mustangs outside the key. Gets an easy bucket. Only a 5-point lead for Mountain Crest. 4:48 before halftime. Bad pass, deflected, taken back by the Mustangs. Martinson on skates, drives in, goes in, strong. It will hang and be tipped around and grabbed on the defensive rebound.
So close on that shot.
Yeah. Kept his pivot foot and traveled around the world with it. Couldn't get it to go, driving and attacking the basket. Andrus, pressure, takes it, deflected, stolen away. 2-on-2 opportunity, spin move, left hand.
That was a good spin move.
Parker Andrus with the reverse layup.
Andrus got the deflection, ran out on the fast break and got rewarded. Right elbow jumper is short by Porter. Rebound Cooper. Andrus running the floor in front of the media table. Here he is again. He scored last time, and this time he's rejected by the front of the rim. Trying to scoop it up with the right hand off balance. Timeout taken by Trent Porter and the Ogden Tigers, and it looks like Andrus needs a blow for the Mustangs as well. Coach will keep it here.
Yeah, so, Mountain Crest, one thing that I like, we're seeing a lot more players tonight than we did on Clearfield, and that was one of my questions after the Clearfield game is, hey, where's our bench going to come from?
Yeah.
And they're actually doing pretty good. The bench is coming in, and they're able to take a little bit of control, score even, do the defense very well. I really like what I'm seeing from off of the bench right now.
Yeah, we had a very, very short rotation last week. It was really the 5 that we saw start the game plus Noah Carden.
And that was about it.
And that was it. Yeah. And so now you're getting a little bit deeper into the bench. It seems like boys are getting a little bit of a breather. Something else that we've noticed in this game is that the boys have shot up with a little bit more confidence. Their field goal percentage a little bit higher than last game. Granted, they went something like 0 for 13 in the second quarter last game, so you can't do much worse than that.
No.
4 minutes remain here in the second quarter. We'll continue the action with the inbound by the Tigers on the far sideline. New into the game for Ogden is the shooting guard, number 2, Kai Rodriguez. Taking it from the top is Moore. There's that dribble handoff that, Ogden comes way out beyond the perimeter, tries to get Mountain Crest to sneak and go out. Here's a toss up by Kirkland, and young man, I was unfamiliar with your game. He looks out of whack, off balance, but he's making shots inside with contact. 26-21. Cooper to Andrus, right side wing, finds Dimitrikov at the top, and everybody flying everywhere. Step in 3 from the handoff is no good by Cooper. Grabbed on the defensive board by Ogden. 4-point difference here. Rodriguez to Moore, now back up to the top. That's Kirkland. Good passing by Ogden. It's rejected by Andrus, who runs down the floor. He's going to get rewarded on the baseball pass. With the one-hand jam.
He brings so much energy to the floor.
Oh, man. Feed that man. He just went off on a 100-meter dash. Here comes a double team at the top by Rodriguez. Somebody was open initially. Ogden couldn't get it to the open man on the quick toss, and now they'll have to settle for some more half-court offense. Kirkland sets the screen at the right elbow. The bad pass intended for his big man at the free throw line. Quick toss to Cooper, right hand layup. Took a couple bounces and then falls in.
Quite a run for Mountain Crest right now.
Timeout taken. 30 seconds by Ogden. We'll keep it here again with 2:25 remaining. And wow, a little bit of a mini run. What a play by Andrus.
Yeah, get the steal.
He made that look effortless to go up there, too.
Honestly, I'm watching down here. He got the steal, passed it off, and before I knew it, he was down the court. You know what I mean? He's got, and this is what I noticed, too, even last year. Andrus brings a different level of energy when he comes out, the way he plays. And it's not out of control. It's just, a really intense energy. So
kind of feels like he's got the Energizer Bunny thing going on for him. This is a kid that I feel like loves basketball.
Yes.
Really great highlight play by Andrus, and made me jump in my seat a little bit. It was exciting. 2:25 remaining before halftime. A little bit of a mini run here by the Mustangs as they've ballooned and gone on a 5-point run, 5-0 run here, up by 9. Croughton gives it to Moore in the backcourt, and they will set up the offense. Porter at the top. So again, it's the same type of play. I haven't seen any type of different play from Ogden. It's been the same type of dribble handoff, screen away. It's a good play.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen any wrinkles off of it yet, is kind of what I'm saying. So Croughton, right side, again to Moore. 9 seconds on the shot clock, right elbow, and this is Kirkland's usual move. Rodriguez, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Got to take the shot, step back. 3, and the shot clock goes off. Great defense by the Mustangs.
Yes, that was a really good defense by the Mustangs. I think that one thing that Mountain Crest has, and they're finally taking advantage of it, is the speed. They have a really good speed. They're not hugely tall, but they have great speed.
Cooper will inbound from his own baseline. Seeing a little bit of daylight is Smith as he stops on a dime in front of the media table, gets everybody else into their proper spot. Calls up Dimitrikov, gets the screen, pick and roll, not there initially. Cooper at the top on the pass. And some more action here as Hendry in the ball game, and there's been a few passes.
I thought there was a tip there. I thought they
you could argue that there possibly was. It could have been that they're going to say that Smith might have got possession back and then crossed over the line. Either way, Mountain Crest has had multiple instances of a telegraphed pass being deflected at the top.
I was going to mention that there's been several times it's just it's a lazy telegraph at the top of the thing.
So out comes Easton Pugmire. Andrus gets a quick breather and then right back into the game he goes. 90 seconds left before halftime, 9-point lead. Porter getting a screen at the top, playing up against Cooper. Caught on the inside out pass. Ogden really forced well beyond the line. Here comes Rodriguez, step back 3. Looked pretty good, goes off the back iron and grabbed by Andrus on the rebound. Andrus is going to take it the whole way. Find Dimitrikov at the free throw line. Cooper for 3, that's his shot, and that is good.
Nails it. Shooting so much better tonight, Trey is.
The whole team really in general. 33-21, 12-point lead, ball almost up for grabs and stolen away by Cooper. Crossover into the lane, looking for more is Porter, and he overshoots his man and behind his ear into the bricks behind the basket. It will be a turnover against Ogden. Soft man pressure again. Smith has handled it pretty well. Works off the pressure of Moore and surveys the defense that's given to them. It will be a man look. 4-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Mountain Crest will dribble back into the half circle. Rodriguez sitting in the chair guarding Cooper. Now Smith will take it. Play call sent in by Coach Smith. Dimitrikov gets it on the right side elbow. Poked out and away by Kirkland. It's going to be a one-on-one opportunity. Driving, floating with the left hand, no good. Rebound, given back, falling away. Another offensive rebound, and there will not be enough time to get a third opportunity there. Mountain Crest goes into the half, 33-21. What did you think of that last possession?
They didn't quite get the shot that they were looking for. Again, they're not moving into Dimitrikov like they were at the very beginning of the game. But, yeah.
You know, it seems as though that Dimitrikov, they've given him the ball, but it's almost been like, all right, Dimitri, like, you got to back your man down from 15 feet out.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure he'd rather say, hey, what if I got it on the low post? Like, that'd be great. Like, also, that could be helpful for him. Well, we got a 10-minute halftime show. We'll talk to you a little bit about more of what we've seen. A little bit better outing, especially a better second quarter for the Mustangs compared to last week. They're up 33-21, and we'll be back here on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Don't forget our wonderful sponsors that make this broadcast possible, including State Farm agent Lana Powell. Does your high school student get good grades, or do they have a good driving record? Well, if they do, you can go ahead and save money on their auto insurance by calling Lana Powell of State Farm at 435-752-7639. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scaveland Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan. The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scaveland Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
All right, welcome back into a halftime show brought to you in part by
Adams Wealth Advisors. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit adamswealthadvisors.com. And they're giving us our video experience tonight so that we can watch this game. Coach, again, we've seen a little bit of a better outing. It just seems as though confidence a little bit higher from what we saw last week.
Yes, and I think, Coach talked about their practice through the week and the things they worked on, and, you're seeing that in the game now. The things that we talked about that were a problem last week so far have not been a problem for Mountain Crest. So.
For Ogden, if we're talking about both teams, ultimately they hung with the Mustangs for a good while. It was that late second quarter surge. Ogden couldn't get points. Mountain Crest went on a 5-0 run, turned into a 7-0 run. They've kind of widened the gap to 12. If you're Mountain Crest, you want that gap to widen and keep that intensity up, and you go into the third quarter. If you're Ogden, you're looking at the stat sheet and looking like, hey, where is Jackson Ma?
Right.
Averaging 19 points a game in the last 2 games that they played. He's been held to 6 points.
Yeah,
you're going to need more from him.
So, and Mountain Crest has done a really good job. For the most part, if you notice, Ogden's offense is getting pushed all the way back to that mid-court line, and they're having trouble breaking that from that point, which is great. So for Mountain Crest.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get ready for the third quarter. It will happen in approximately 3 minutes from now. We'll take a break and hear from our wonderful sponsors here on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Stay tuned for some more basketball in Hiram.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
All right, welcome back here into Hiram as the Mountain Crest Mustangs lead the Ogden Tigers 33-21. We appreciate all of you that are joining us over the airwaves or online at CashValleyDaily.com. And we talked a little bit about what we really liked, and I feel like the defense of Mountain Crest has really hounded Ogden so far in this one. If trends continue, it's only a 40 point game that you're going to be giving up.
Yeah.
Can Ogden, really adapt and penetrate inside? Can Mountain Crest keep that pressure going and keep their offensive shooting at a high percentage? That's what we're going to be seeing in terms of questions answered in this second
How
half.
are they going to adjust, both of them?
What are the adjustments that we're going to see? Set to inbound is Martinson for the Mustangs. Smith will get it in his own backcourt from the far side, and he will slowly dribble up and across. The dribble handoff back to Andrus, and then Cooper. Dimitrikov hanging out inside the key. He's going to pop up to the middle and grab the quick toss. A lot of movement here from the Mustangs, spinning off of the left pivot foot, handing off Martinson off balance, and that is a tough shot from that offensive possession. Good rebound for Ogden. Porter for three, all alone in transition, and that one just a hair long. Andrus kind of had to rip it away from his own man as they get the defensive rebound and work the opposite way. Wrap around pass in the corner. Cooper for three. He's got some space. No good. Andrus skies up for the offensive rebound. His putback is good.
Good boards by Andrus, crashing in there and getting it.
Just an athlete. Just
really
an athlete.
is.
Ma will kick back out to Porter for the Tigers as they try and settle in and fix their offensive woes. Moore drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Ma. Open three from the big man, and it is short. Scores a lot of points, but does not take a lot of threes. That's his first three-point attempt in the first 3 games of the season, actually, for Jackson Ma. Dimitrikov bouncing, rolling. Out is the basketball, and coming in is Martinson to tip it in.
I like the crashing of the boards. They're doing much better with that tonight.
Well, it seems like Mountain Crest plays better when they are the aggressor and not being the one dictated to. That's usually how it goes. So Moore gets a screen at the top from Ma. Pick and roll action, and the pop at the top from Kirkland. Decides to not take it. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Kirkland. Has some weight up against Andrus, and he misses the shot short on the right side block. Rebounds back to the Mustangs. Martinson looks inside, back to Andrus. Good passing by Mountain Crest. Dribble drive, pivoting from outside the key. Martinson has to grab it back. Andrus, he's going to penetrate, drive, left-hand layup is good, and he's like slithery too. He's an athlete that's slithery. He's kind of got that Mason Falsliv vibe to him a little bit.
He does.
All sorts of good stuff. Deflection by Martinson, stepping in the passing lane on the far side wing, and we get another new face into the lineup for the Mustangs. Kai Passy.
Football player.
There we go. It's almost a rarity now to see one of our football boys out on the court. Kai Passy in the ball game. Far side wing, this is Porter. And I don't think Porter's very small. He might even be taller than me, but everybody's got height out on the floor. Ma spinning right, left, then falling away. Tough shot over the top of Andrus for the two.
That was a good-looking shot.
39-23 with 5:22, a substantial lead held by Mountain Crest at this point in the ball game in dominant fashion so far. Martinson feeds to Kai on the baseline, and a bad pass intended inside the key is tipped around and grabbed by Moore. Here's Ogden spinning offhand. Porter back to Ma. This is a fall-away shot, and that one tipped around. It was actually a pass intended on the late decision for Kirkland, and it's grabbed by the Mustangs on the steal. Andrus, one-on-one, thought about the three, decides to eat it, work for a better shot for the Mustangs. Flashing at the top, Andrus again. This time he'll take the three, and it looked like he didn't get quite the vertical. It looked like a bad, you'd get the red bar in 2K if anything. Looked a little bit late on the release.
Yeah.
Ma, this shot looks pretty good, but it is too strong off the far side, grabbed by the point guard Smith. Running the floor is Passy. 2 steps. Right-hand layup is no good, and Kai Passy looks like the stereotypical football player that's trying to fit into the basketball side of things.
He's got a offensive
somewhere. Foul.
Offensive foul called
I mean that in the most endearing way, because that is me to a T.
No.
Like when I played basketball, I looked like I should be wearing pads when I was running out there.
So last year, Hess was Mountain Crest's big man, and he also played D-end. And so it took him a good little while, which it does everybody, because it's different muscles, it's different, you can't run people over.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit.
I felt like I never got out of the football mindset.
Right.
Anyway, so.
The one good thing, and we'll keep going here.
Oh, bad pass intended for Kai Passy, who was all alone. Mountain Crest gets it back by the grace of whoever you believe in, and the floater inside the key by Carden. Oh, excuse me, Cale Muir, who's also rotating in. He's good. Porter for 3 on the right side. That one's buried for Ogden. 41-26, as you were saying.
I was going to say the one thing that football players do really well is they're able to fall without getting hurt.
That's a good
quality. On the hard floor.
Good quality.
They know how to fall down, and I know that sounds weird, but it can really be helpful.
Andrus dribbling with the offhand, stops on the dime on the block, and will go back out beyond the 3-point line. Smith surveying. Martinson will dribble drive. Keep a man on his left hip. Finds Passy. Gets a man up in the air and then takes the shot too strong. He's going to get rewarded with 2 shots either way as the foul's on Kirkland. We saw Kai catch a few touchdown passes earlier in the school year. And he looked like a head and shoulders taller than everybody out on the football field, but he fits pretty well in here.
He does, yeah.
Passy, shot is good from the free throw line. First points of the year for Kai Passy. Andrus will take a breather on the substitution. Muir in the game, so too is Martinson, Pugmire, and Smith. Second shot from Passy off of the forehead and rattles off the right side, grabbed on the rebound off the miss. Ogden looking desperately for someone to go to offensively. They've been held to minimal points. Backdoor cut is too strong by Moore coming down the pipe in the key. Martinson hits the steal, hesitates, goes backwards and is fouled. No, he steps on the line. With under 3 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, Kai, averaged about 55 points per game from that tight end position for Mountain Crest. So.
55 points a game?
No, 55 yards.
What the heck are you smoking,
I know.
dude? Why is Kai Passy even here if he was averaging 50 points a game?
I don't know, 55 yards.
Needs to be at IGM Academy. All right.
Seriously.
I got a resume.
No, you're good. I
didn't know I had Bill Walton in the booth tonight.
Right?
Jeez Louise.
Oh my goodness. I've been shot before, but that hurts.
Martinson will take it for the inbound for Mountain Crest, and now Ogden will show a full court pressure, trying to mix something up and make Mountain Crest work for it. Martinson to Muir, now Pugmire at half court. They've got numbers, 2-on-2. A good find. There's the easy layup.
That's what you've got to do when they're putting on that full court press.
Cale Muir filled the lane perfectly. Smith with the easy bounce pass, and it looked like a thing of beauty. Put it in the Louvre. It was beautiful. Here comes the drive. Late pass for Kirkland, and that is up and good with the right hand across the key.
Kirkland with the basket.
Staying into that pressure is Ogden. They'll back off of it now as Smith dribbles with the left hand across the timeline. Martinson keeping it high above his head and away from the defender. Pugmire finds Dimitrikov now. Backdoor cut not open. Here's the 3 ball from Muir. Wow. Yes.
Good shot by Muir.
Takes it off of the screen. The hedge goes underneath, and Muir finds himself all alone for the shot. Inlet pass stolen away by Dimitrikov, looking for Kirkland. Another turnover by the Tigers. They're falling behind now, down by 19 to the Mustangs, 47-28. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. It's been a good all-around game by Mountain Crest. The floater just short, rolls off the front of the rim by Martinson on the pass from Dimitrikov. It will stay with Mountain Crest after being tipped around and out of bounds by the Tigers. Mountain Crest has won every quarter up until this point.
Yes.
And they've just built upon the lead little by little throughout the basketball game, up 19 right now.
And everybody has contributed. Everybody has played really well and within their game.
Okay, don't want to jinx it here. Let's see if this will happen. Near side, dribbling up and around. We've got Carden back in the basketball game. We've got a good bunch of the bench here. Pugmire dribbles up with the left hand, up at the top for Cooper. Dimitrikov calling for it. Carden driving, reverse layup is rejected at the pinnacle of his reverse layup jump. Moore driving, Euro step into the lane, keeps it high and away, and it is good on the dribble drive. Another thing that you're noticing if you're seeing on the scoreboard here, no fouls in the third quarter.
No fouls
by Mountain Crest.
Yeah.
Keeping it clean tonight. Cooper waved off by Carden. Dimitrikov one-on-one versus Ma. His pass looking for a little bit of a tight window toss inside the key is again ripped away by the Tigers. Rodriguez looking for Ma, who is sizing up his man. They'll see if he'll go back. 14 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is turned off. Rodriguez into the corner again. Dribbling out of pressure, and Ogden looks all out of sort right now. Falling away, and a foul? No, a travel violation with 2.2 seconds left. And that series of offense looked a little bit impressionistic, to say the least, for Ogden in that set.
Yeah.
2.2 seconds to get the shot off. Mountain Crest looking for something. Tosses it to Carden. He'll hold it, gets it off at the buzzer, and that will go sky high over the top of the backboard. No good. 47-30, a 17-point lead. A nice little cushion for the Mustangs, looking for their first win on the year of 2024 into 2025. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back for the final quarter right after this on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scaveland Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Back here in the broadcast booth, I am Cody Olson, your voice of the Mountain Crest Mustangs for this basketball year, joined here with Coach John Olson to my left. Good game of basketball so far by the Mustangs. They've won every quarter and have built upon a lead on itself exponentially up until this point. As to now, we're sitting on a 17-point lead going into the fourth quarter. It's been complimentary basketball on both ends of the court as well.
Yes, it really has. Compared to that game last week, this has been a much better game.
All right, here's Moore, guarded by Andrus, who's been the Energizer Bunny tonight, hounding the ball carrier. Up at the top is number 5, Braden Wilson. We haven't seen him a ton tonight for Ogden, but he's in the ball game now. Ma, who's been held quiet, falling away, a left elbow jumper. Makes it look easy. You can tell he's a very athletic and talented kid.
Yeah.
Quick break of the press, falling away is Dimitrikov, and he matches the 2-point bucket by Ma right away. So 2 buckets in the first 30 seconds of the fourth quarter. Wilson again to Ma, finding space. Andrus swiping. And there's not a lot of times that you can get away with a big swipe like that without getting a foul.
Yeah, no. It was, and there was 3 Mustangs on him. You know, you really didn't have to foul, but you end up doing that sometimes down there.
It's when you swipe down is when it's too hard for a referee to swallow the whistle as Ma goes up, hits on the free throw, and that will be a quiet 12 points for Ma. He's been the go-to option But it hasn't felt like he's taken over the game in this one whatsoever. But 12 points leads all scores for both teams tonight. So second shot by Ma will bounce once, twice, and roll off the left side of the rim. Taken down by Andrus on the rebound. He'll take it coast to coast, find Dimitrikov on the left side and block. Takes a one-step drop step, up strong and over the smaller defender Rodriguez, and that's back-to-back buckets for Dimitrikov and the Mustangs, 51-33. Tipped out of bounds, trying to save it is Ma on the inlet pass inside the key. It'll go back to the Mustangs. Andrus, bounce pass, here comes the trap. Smith tries to dribble out of it, gets tackled and he puts his body on the line.
Yeah, he kind of got smashed there.
Yeah, he did. He got sandwiched. As long as we've got our teeth and no broken nose,
we're good.
We're okay.
Yeah, that does not feel good.
No, and take a break, kiddo. Let's have you inbound on this one.
Yeah.
Here's Smith. He will inbound. Andrus sets the screen for Cooper. An initial slot not open. Now Andrus works the secondary fast break. Mountain Crest breaking it. That's the alley-oop opportunity. Dimitrikov all alone underneath.
So well played, Mountain Crest, from coast to coast.
And Ogden can't help but to try and pressure and do something different. Ma, late pass inside, deflected but grabbed back by the Tigers. At the top, one-on-one, 2 steps, driving, a foul on Dimitrikov, reaching up, and it looks like now that Ma is trying to shoulder a lot of responsibility to get the Tigers back in the ball game.
Yeah, he's being really physical down there, and I like him and Dimitrikov going at each other down there. It's actually a lot of fun to see 2 big men who are also very, physically. They're talented. Does that make sense?
They're very gifted, individuals. You can tell. Each of them have 12 points in the ball game. Dimitrikov's quick 6 in this fourth quarter has bumped him up to tie Ma in terms of points leading in the ball game, and Ma will go 0 for 2 from the line. 53-33 and a 20-point lead by the Mustangs. And it looks like Mountain Crest will drive. Andrus is blocked at the rim. Second opportunity will hang on the rim. No good. Pugmire can't get it to go, and a blocking foul. And Mountain Crest keeping their foot on the gas pedal right now. They're not slowing down in the least bit in this fourth quarter.
And I like that because you're in the preseason. You want to keep practicing, and this is practice.
Dimitrikov gets an easy bucket. Ogden caught looking the wrong direction. It will be a foul on Moore. No, excuse me. Rafe Croughton fouls Dimitrikov, and now the leading scorer in the basketball game. And the crown shifts from Ma to Dimitrikov with 14 and another opportunity at the line.
One thing I always like to talk about when it comes to basketball, too, is if you have... watch.
Go ahead. All up for grabs. Yeah.
I'll catch it on the.
He was too quick
here
to shoot. He didn't give you a chance to get your color commentary in there. Ogden works its way around the top of the arc from near side to far, and another feed to Ma. Double teamed, goes into the lane now, like quadruple teamed, kicks it out for Porter. Back to Ma. Shot is up from the left elbow, and it falls out and away. No good. Go ahead.
I was going to say, especially in Region 11, it is key to be able to have at least 3 players in double digits every game, because you cannot have everything shouldered on 1 or 2 guys. It's too easy to stop that.
Dimitrikov gets the lob up to the top, grabs it, and then kind of gives that little tiptoe 3 times near the baseline. It will be a travel.
Yep. And I believe Mountain Crest has 4 that are either in double digits or close, because Trey is also in double digits as well.
It's going to be key. You're going to need to rely on more than one person, obviously, like you said, in this region. We're going to get a new substitution coming in. Cale Muir set to check in at the next dead ball. Ma falling away off of Dimitrikov and in. A timeout taken by Ogden. It will be a full timeout. We'll take the breather, come back in just a moment's time here. 5:11 remaining in the fourth quarter, 20-point lead for the Mustangs, 55-35. We'll be right back on 107.7 KLZX.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
All right, welcome back here to Hiram, Utah. Mountain Crest leads Ogden 55-35 in the latter portion of this basketball game. Mountain Crest trying to keep the pedal to the metal, hold on to this lead, and come away with their first win on the season against a 3A opponent in Ogden, trying to hand the Tigers their first loss on the year. Mountain Crest will inbound from their own baseline, Martinson gets a reference that he can run the baseline if he wants to. Double screen over the top, covered well by the Tigers. Andrews comes back to the ball on the far side, and it is stolen away. Good defense by Ogden. Moore will pull it back out beyond the perimeter. Call for the screen by Kirkland. Hedged over the top is Andrus. They're going to go baseline for Porter, falling away, and that one will pinball off of the rim and fall into the arms of Dimitrikov. No good. 4:50 remaining in the ballgame. Pugmire, Martinson, Dimitrikov, Muir, and Andrus out on the floor for the Mustangs. And it looks like Mountain Crest trying to run through their offensive sets a little bit more. Muir, backdoor cut. Martinson uses his athleticism to get past his man up and through with the layup.
I do love the fact that even when they make it, there's a couple Mustangs that are charging the basket.
Martinson tries to go behind the back on the dribbles, trying to steal it out and away. Kirkland gets challenged at the rim, misses it, and the rebound on the kick out is no good. Andrus looks for Martinson running down the court, but elects to keep it himself. He's going to drive and get blocked at the rim by Kirkland. Good chase down block by Kirkland. It looks like everybody's just trying to get some shots up now. A air ball by Porter is saved initially by Moore. Comes back to it after Mountain Crest gets it. Has it back, and now a foul. 2 shots coming up for Moore. I don't know if he was like going up to shoot.
I think he was passing it, but
might have been. That's when you say when those 2 fingers go up. Like, yeah, man, I was going up to shoot.
I was shooting.
Of course.
It was a bad shot, but I was shooting.
Nonetheless, 2 shots at the line, 3:45. Mountain Crest leads by 22 with the game all but wrapped up here. Ogden trying to make a desperation push, putting up shots of their own as Moore rises and falls. Gets his free throw to go. That's 5 on the night for him in terms of points. Dimitrikov and Andrus will come out. Passy and Cooper comes back into the ballgame. Second shot from Moore, high arcing, and it will nestle its way inside. Passy will take the inbound coming up, throws it into Martinson, who tried to get it to Pugmire. Now Pugmire gets it on the second opportunity after the deflection at midcourt, and he gets that one to go on the press break. Mountain Crest has handled the press very well tonight.
Yes, they really have.
Ma challenged by Martinson, a lot of contact and 2 shots coming up, and as basketball tends to do, we like to elongate it in the final 4 minutes regardless of how far up whatever team is. That's just the way that it goes. So Jackson Ma is going to try and catch up to Dimitrikov in terms of points. His free throw is up and good. That will make it 15 for him. Martinson's going to come out. And Easton Hendry will come on in. So a deeper look at the bench for the Mustangs as their starters have come out outside of Cooper. Cooper If he kept his head on the swivel, had a man wide open. Hendry now at midcourt. Gets the ball back up at the top. Pulls up and keeps his pivot foot. Now Mountain Crest will work the offense and try and take the air out of the basketball a little bit. No, not a three. Airmailed
it, yeah.
by Hendry. Good look. Regardless. Here's Ma. Pumps, drives inside the key, kicks back out. Sidestepping inside, gets the feed, goes up and under on the reverse layup, and another foul. This time it will probably be against Pugmire, and it is.
Foul on number 25.
Got him with the body on the reverse layup going underneath. 2:53 left in the game. So no fouls in the third, and now double bonus given up by the Mustangs in the fourth, as Ogden has become a little bit more aggressive getting to the basket.
Yeah, they're within 19 now. I don't want to say not insurmountable, but it could. With now, there's no starters left on the court for Mountain Crest, so.
Yeah. This is Coach Smith telling his team, hey, figure it out. As Passy skies up on the initial tip, gets the rebound. Muir up at the top for Carden. A lot of dribble handoff action, driving in. Pugmire off balance, takes and it goes off the bank and in.
That was a shot and a prayer on that one, I think.
Rodriguez trying to go inside to Kirkland, rejected on the front. Muir too strong, Ma too strong, and Passy gets the rebound, steps out of bounds on the baseline.
Had a couple of those tonight where Mountain Crest is not paying attention to that line. And now
Muir's gonna come on out, and now we get another Mustang. New to the scene on the year, Tyler Baldwin, the sophomore. Nope, just kidding. Jackson Brands. Excuse me, I did not read that well. Brands in the ballgame for the Mustangs with just over 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, he was, okay, that, I have to disagree with that.
Kai Passy.
100%. Kai was straight up. He did not come into him with the body whatsoever, but it's all right. It's not a big deal. But
it was, Kirkland fell to the floor. Passy kind of wiped it off like nothing really happened, and that's the football aspect
that's the
of things.
football of it, yeah. You're used to getting hit.
Yeah.
I think if Kai had fallen to the ground, then maybe, it might have been an offensive, but.
Second shot up and good for Kirkland. Back to a 20-point game as Ogden turns on the pressure defensively. Carden gets ushered to the far sideline by two defenders, hounded by Braden Wilson inside the half circle. Passy picks up his dribble, gives it back up to the top for Hendry. And this is exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Smith. You're trying to see your boys deep in your bench run the offensive sets against live players. Going back into the backcourt to get the basketball is Jackson Brands. Passy to Hendry right side, and our cheerleaders sharing a laugh where the basketball is out on the far side. Pugmire, reverse layup, fouled. And he probably could have got up strong with it on the nearer side. He has got long enough arms. He gets fouled and will go to the line for two.
And I really like the way Pugmire's played tonight from off of the bench.
Yep.
He's shown some real growth out there in this game.
And he misses the free throw, but to kind of work off of your point, Coach Smith is desperately trying to find that other big man outside of Dimitri. Pugmire's played a clean game tonight, and if he can get himself into that role, he's going to get a lot more playing time.
Yep.
Here is two missed free throws by Pugmire. It's taken back by Ogden. Ma will drive and kick out for Porter. He had an airmail last time, does it again from the near side wing. And the Mountain Crest faithful half-heartedly gives an air ball chant as this game is all but over with about 80 seconds left. I believe chant coming in, missed three-point shot. And was a double dribble, but they're gonna let the play run on. Porter is fouled.
Let's get out of this place. I'm going to let that go.
Yeah, there's no reason.
No reason to call a double dribble.
No reason, but they couldn't shy away from whistling it down here. There was a foul on Porter as he drives towards the basket, and we get two substitutions coming in for Ogden. First shot up by Porter, down and in. Porter turns around to phantom high fives, and finally someone comes in to dab him up after the free throw make. 1:03 remaining, 19-point lead by Mountain Crest, 61-42, and this game is really just in the formalities at this point. Missed free throw as Pugmire goes up to grab it. Carden takes it out and away, almost lost the basketball, gets pushed into the media table, and the confirmation by Briggs Galbraith saying, yeah,
I did that.
My bad. My bad, home skillet. Gets the confirmation nod.
Yeah.
Brands to inbound, looks for Carden in the back court, will grab it, dribble it out, 35 seconds on the shot clock, and Coach Smith, hopefully, depending on what you want, no, we're going to go for the basket right away, and the foul as slithering his way underneath his Carden. I thought for sure the Mountain Crest is just going to try and dribble the ball out.
Yeah.
And you can see Coach Smith
talk to him, happy about
point at the scoreboard and say, dude, don't.
Yeah. Now, hey, I do have to say, though, since these, the 5 bench players have been out there, they haven't really turned the ball over. They're still doing a good job getting the ball in on that press, getting down the floor, and not turning it over.
They've done very well tonight. And they haven't given up, runs to Ogden.
No.
They've withheld, they've kept the 20-point lead approximately, as probably what Coach Smith was hopeful for.
Right.
And here comes Ogden after the 2 free throw makes. It's 63-42, or rather 1 free throw make. The wraparound pass to the far side, wing dribble drive by Porter, back out to the top. Passy cuts off his man at the baseline. 30 seconds left. Driving, going, layup is no good. Holds on the front of the rim. Passy tosses it like a discus, and Pugmire is told, do not drive this basketball.
Coach was out there, right?
Coach Smith was basically on the floor about to grab a jersey if Pugmire was about to drive the lane there. So this is going to be your final score. Mountain Crest will dribble the clock out with the final 5 seconds in the half circle. Carden will eye the scoreboard. It is a 63-42 win for the Mountain Crest Mustangs in their inaugural win on the season. Great showing by a lot of the kids tonight, including Dimitrikov and others. We'll talk a little bit more about what we saw and hopefully get Coach Smith up here for an interview about what he saw as well out on the floor. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the postgame show right after this on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to...
All right, welcome back here to the post-game show tonight. Mountain Crest gets the victory 63-42 over the Ogden Tigers of 3A. It was a fun one where Mountain Crest, played a really complimentary game of basketball. There was all sorts of good things that we can talk about tonight. We can talk about the hustle. We can talk about the rebounding. It felt like a lot was improved upon in this game. Coach, we're going to go ahead and start with the player of the game.
Yeah, I think we decided we were going to go with Parker Andrus, and the reason is Parker ended with 11 points. Just real quick, Trey Parker, 12. Nico had 14. Andrus had 11. Number 24, Tayton Martinson ended up with 8. So what's really cool about that, first of all, is you've almost got 4 kids in double digits, which is what you need right now. But we went with Parker Andrus, I think because of a couple reasons. One, his defense was really good. His energy was way up there, and he had a slam. I mean, he had a steal slam. And how can you not love
How can you deny him what is rightfully his as the player of the game? That slam in particular just encapsulated really what he did the entire night, and that was bring the energy, bring it. He just brought it tonight, and he was just happy to play some basketball, and that's what Mountain Crest needs moving forward in this one. So Parker Andrus is going to get our player of the game. Coach, what else, generally speaking, it felt like Mountain Crest improved in so many areas. What was one area in particular that you were like, oh, this is night and day difference from what we saw against Clearfield?
So on every shot, you had 3 Mustangs crashing the board, and you saw that, was a big difference. It wasn't just Nico or Andrus trying to get the ball and the rebounds. Just like Coach wanted, you had those guards crashing down and getting the point or getting rebounds too. Some of the other things, they didn't go cold on your shooting, which sometimes that happens. But this game didn't feel too big for them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Last week there were times in that Clearfield game where the game felt a little bit too big for them, and they kind of lost it. But tonight, it was under control. Offense, defense, no panic, no nothing. They were there.
Yes, they were there, and it felt really good to see the defense step up, the rebounding stay up, just aggressive. Mountain Crest, in simplest terms, was the aggressor tonight. They get the win, 63-42. We'll talk just a second longer. We're trying to train Coach Smith to come up here after games, but he's got so many things that he's on his plate. So we're gonna be grateful if he does show up. If not a big deal. We'll catch him next time. Let's talk a little bit about our schedule coming up for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Our next game on December 5th, it's going to be the Coach Tueller basketball tournament.
Yep.
And Mountain Crest is going to travel, I believe, to those games. No, excuse me.
It's at USU.
It's at USU.
Yeah,
okay.
It's up at the Spectrum. So.
Okay, so that is going to be it. They're going to be playing Minico on the 5th of Idaho, Hurricane on the 6th, and then on the 7th, Twin Falls comes down to take on the Mustangs. That's going to be a good gauntlet of games and give you all different levels to kind of gauge, okay, where are we at going into region play? And then at that point, they'll have one away game heading out to Hunter on December 10th. So a lot of basketball coming up for us. You'll be hearing from us quite a bit as the season progresses onwards.
It's a good thing December is not busy or anything.
Right,
you know what I mean?
No kidding. Seriously, what is my life anyway? Coach, any final thoughts before we tap out here?
It was a really good win, and it was solid all the way through. They put together a good, solid game, and for the second game of the season, it was a huge improvement.
Leaps and bounds.
Yes.
Now let's hope that we can keep that level going forward. Be better, than you were last week.
That's right.
And that's
Just
what we're going to want to
better
be.
every week.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here. This is Cody Olson signing off, your voice of the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Mountain Crest gets the win 63-42 in a game that Nico Dimitrikov shined, Parker Andrus shined, Trey Cooper shined. They had 3 in double digits tonight. That's what Mountain Crest is looking for.
Yep.
We're going to be having more action of basketball later on. Thank you so very much, everybody. Have a fantastic night. And as always, go